let me tell you something uncomfortable. Most people aren't afraid of failure. They're afraid of failing again, not just publicly, privately, failing themselves. They're afraid to try because the last time they did, it didn't just cost them time or money, it cost them self-trust. You ever break a promise to yourself? You say, I'm going to wake up early. And you don't. You say, I'm going to start that project. And you don't. You say, this time I'm all in. And you aren't. At first, it feels small. But after a few years of that, something deep inside you starts whispering. You're all talk. I met a guy last year. His name's Damien. He used to be a semi-pro athlete, had the mindset of a winner, the discipline, the structure. But after an injury ended his career, he got stuck. He told me, I can't even get myself to go to the gym anymore, man. I don't trust myself to follow through. It wasn't about the gym. It was about the identity. He used to be someone who kept his word. Now, he didn't believe a single thing he said. See, what nobody teaches you is that rebuilding a life starts with rebuilding trust in yourself. Not confidence, not motivation. Trust. Because if you don't trust yourself, you won't believe yourself, and if you don't believe yourself, you won't follow yourself. Let me give you a different story. This woman I know, Talia, used to run a bakery. Family-owned. COVID crushed it. Lost the storefront. Lost her savings. She told me, I failed my kids. She tried to rebuild. Launched an online cookie business. It flopped. She started to say things like, maybe I'm just not meant for this. And I asked her something real simple. What's something you know you can do today that the past version of you would be proud of? She said, I could bake. I said, do that. Every day. Not for money. Not for the gram. Just bake. Make it a ceremony. Make it sacred. Reintroduce yourself to your ability. Fast forward 10 months. She's got corporate clients, a small kitchen space she rents out on weekends, and her kids help her package orders. But more importantly, she trusts herself again. Let's make this plain. You don't need more talent. You don't need another course. You don't need to read 12 more self-help books. You need to believe you're the kind of person who keeps promises to yourself. And that starts small. You want to rebuild trust? Don't promise yourself a new life. Promise yourself a new morning. Make one tiny promise today, and don't break it. Not to prove anything to anyone, but to start rebuilding the version of you who believed in yourself the first time. There's this lie we've been sold that says only certain people are cut out for greatness. That some people are just wired differently. That's not true. Greatness is built on private victories, on early mornings when no one's watching, on showing up when it's inconvenient, on doing something again after you failed at it 5 times. That's how you stop being the version of you who gave up. That's how you become the version of you who shows up. So, if you're feeling lost, if you're feeling stuck, if you're tired of being disappointed in yourself, here's the truth. You don't need to change the world today. You just need to change your pattern. Rebuild the you that you let down. Because once you believe you again, everyone else will too. Let me know if you'd like a version with more humor, or if you want to frame this around business, health, creativity, anything you want. If you love today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. You should also subscribe for more videos.